Hey everybody, welcome back to Movies with Mia. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Mia Tiffany, and here we are watching the greatest classic films throughout history. Today we are continuing our exploration of silent films, pre-codes, and comedies with the film Dinner at 8. Before we jump in, I would like to shout out my Golden Oscar patrons. Y'all, thank you so much for your continuous support of the channel. And if you're interested in becoming an exclusive VIP Tiffany Club member, then go ahead and check out that Patreon link in the description box below. Dinner at 8 was released in 1933, directed by George Cukor, starring a lot of people, so bear with me, starring Marie Dressler, John Barrymore, Wallace Beery, Jean Harlow, Lionel Barrymore, Lee Tracy, Edmund Lowe, and Billy Burke, with other notable performances by Madge Evans, Karen Morley, Jean Herschelt, and Phillips Holmes. Alright, at this point we are going to get into some historical background. For those of you who want to jump right onto the film reaction, go for it. But for those of you who want to stay, we're going to get right into it. Dinner at 8 was originally a Broadway play written by George S. Kaufman and Edna Ferber. After the wild success of the Broadway play, the film rights were sold originally to Joseph Schneck, who was the president of United Artists at the time. Now, it was later dropped by United Artists, mostly because of Schneck's disinterest in the stage play. So the rights were eventually sold to MGM, which was considered the most prestigious studio in Hollywood at the time. Now, right around this time, David O. Selznick had actually moved from RKO Studios to MGM. So as a sort of rite of passage, MGM decided to give the project to David O. Selznick. Now, there was a lot riding on the success or failure of this project, Dinner at 8, because MGM had just come off of the successful wave of The Grand Hotel, which was released in 1932. So there was a lot of pressure on Selznick to produce another smash hit for MGM, but he was determined to make something as worthy as The Grand Hotel. Selznick called on a colleague of his, George Cukor, to direct the project. Together, Cukor and Selznick called upon two well-established screenwriters, Francis Marion and Herman Mankiewicz, to flesh out a screenplay for them. In the end, Dinner at 8 became wildly popular and successful amongst critics and audiences alike, and it proved to MGM that David O. Selznick was a top-notch producer. Okay, on to some interesting facts. So the production of Dinner at 8 began on March 26, 1933, and was wrapped only 27 days later. The only complication noted on set was having to kind of direct and maneuver a large ensemble cast, because mind you, this cast was full of many big-ticket actors. And George Cukor would go on to say, quote, "I owed it all to these marvelous performers. With them behind me, everything seemed possible." End quote. Now, while it garnered no Oscars at the Academy Awards for that year, Dinner at 8 is still considered as one of MGM's finest films of the 1930s. With that being said, this is my first time watching Dinner at 8. I am so excited to get into this. But before we do, y'all know the deal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay in the loop. Alright everyone, it is time. Get cozy, get your snacks and your drinks, and let's get into Dinner at 8. Yeah, I'm excited to watch this ensemble cast because I know that like a lot of these names are like big names. I feel like I'm watching Knives Out, but 1933.
Darling, I've got Lord and Lady Ferncliff. They'll come to dinner next Friday. I just had a radio from them on the boat.
Oh my god, I love Billy Burke. Her voice is so cute.
Oh, I saw that your precious Carlotta Vance arrived on the Europa yesterday.
Carlotta? Oh, fine. Let's have her.
I love this production design already. It's so pretty.
Dad, I thought you'd gone.
Well, if it isn't her ladyship.
Didn't sleep a wink.
I say, Pips, there isn't anything really wrong, is there?
Smoking back then was like not what it is now, but it's just strange to me, like that's her dad. She just like lit a cigarette in front of her father. Like, what? That sounds crazy, but that's what I was thinking.
Paula, I'll want you and Ernest for dinner next Friday. When does his boat land? I don't know, Mother. Certainly hope Ernest is more excited about this wedding than you seem to be.
Oh man, that's her mom? They look like sisters. Wow.
Do you realize you're being married in a month and you haven't got a stitch of trousseau? Why can't you go shopping with me this afternoon? I'm going to a concert. A concert?
She's like, I don't want to spend my day going shopping with you, Mom. I have other plans. So, like, angsty.
Castilian isn't going to sail tomorrow.
No Jordan boat has missed a trip in 60 years.
I know that. Oh, cheer up, Foss. Just as good a line as it ever was.
What would you call his job? Because it kind of reminds me of like an air traffic controller, but for ships. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Miss Carlotta Vance is here to see you.
Carlotta?
Oliver.
Oh, Queen.
Ducky. Oh, I never so glad to see anyone in all my life.
Look at her outfit. I love it. Wow. She is just dripping in wealth.
When I was standing in the customs office, what did I cite? Jordan line. And says I to myself, says I, maybe the old gentleman is in.
Oh, she is flirty with him. She's like, oh, Oliver. Love it.
Oliver, I'm as flat as a mill pond. I haven't got a sou.
Well, what about all those gilt-edged securities? And your theater? Well, that alone ought to bring you enough
I
to
kind
live
of
on.
like how comfortable Marie Dressler is in this scene. And I think that's one thing that I really love to look for. Just watching an actor be very comfortable in front of the camera, you know? It's really cool to see.
Live over here for a while.
I belong to the Delmonico period. Boxes with flowers in, string orchestra, Inverness capes. Say they don't even have snow anymore.
Love the picture she just painted for us. I really felt like I was there. You could tell that she was really living in that moment.
What do you think about me selling my Jordan stock?
We've been hit, just as everyone. What did you pay for it anyway, do you remember?
$61,240.
You always remember something that you paid for yourself, like to the cent.
You wouldn't want to buy it back yourself, would you?
Find it rather difficult just now.
I always thought of you having all the money in the world.
There's such a youthfulness that Marie is giving to the character of Carlotta Vance. It's very fascinating.
You were sweet, so serious, so respectful. I was very fond of you, Oliver.
Well, I was very much in love with you, Carlotta.
Oh, man. They had a little bit of a thing going on back in the day.
The day you were 21, you asked me to marry you.
Why didn't you say yes?
You see, I was 30-ish.
Oh.
I remember I went home and wept a little.
Oh, man. So she must have been like the cream of the crop. She was like the actress to be.
Mr. Packard is here now.
Dan Packard. This is Miss Carlotta Vance.
Miss Vance? Not Carlotta Vance.
The Carlotta Vance. The Carlotta Vance in the flesh, honey.
Your picture was on the wall of Evermining Shack up there in Montana. What was the name of that piece you were in? You wore pants.
Still do. That's my exit cue.
Still do. That's my exit cue.
You and your associates would be in a position to sort of tide us over.
You get me some figures on this thing, the assets. I'll give you an answer within 24 hours.
This film feels very stagey. Like, you can tell that this was a stage play just because of the way that it's kind of set up.
What's the matter? Got a pain?
It's a little indigestion.
Indigestion?
Indigestion.
I get it all the
Yeah,
time.
be careful with
Have
that
a lemon and hot
indigestion.
water.
Oh,
Why, what's the matter, sir?
I knew it wasn't indigestion, bro. It's all that stress. Just take it easy, pal.
I'm still shy one couple, and I just can't find an extra man.
Invite Dan Packard and his wife.
And that noisy, vulgar man.
Be an enormous favor to me.
She's like, seriously? Trying to make a business deal with him.
Hello. Just a minute.
Mrs. Oliver Jordan? Hand me that telephone, you nitwit.
You nitwit.
Hello, Mrs. Jordan.
She's like the original blonde bombshell. Platinum blonde. So cool to see her. Wow.
Friday, a week from tonight. Well, goodbye for real this time, Mrs. Jordan. Listen, Tina, don't crack about this to Mr. Packard. I want to spring it on him at the right time.
I love the sequence and the fact that she already is shimmering, but then the sequence that they put on her just makes it look like she's shining.
What do you eat all that sweet stuff for?
You don't care what I do or how I feel.
Look at me. I do things and get out and get to moving.
God, he seems like such a great husband. Wow.
We're invited there for dinner next Friday night.
Oh, I can't go and eat his dinner.
It's for Lord and Lady Ferncliff.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Oh my God, I love their character dynamic. They just despise each other, and it's so obvious.
I'll buy up that Jordan stock through dummies. Fellas like that, keep my name out of it.
Seems a little shady, Packard.
Dr. Talbot's come.
She just absolutely hates her job. And you can see it written all over her face.
Well, what's this?
What's wrong with the little lady?
You gotta be careful of the flu. Maybe if I stayed in bed. You never come and see me anymore unless I send for
Now
you.
listen.
Oh, they got a thing going on. Forgot this was pre-code.
The aspect is too divine, Mrs. Wendell.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, I think that's better, Mrs. Wendell. It's the British Lion.
Oh, it's the British Lion. I'm sorry. That definitely looks like the MGM Lion.
Oh, good heavens. My extra man, he's got pneumonia.
Why don't you get an actor for Carlotta?
I've got it. Larry Renault. He'd be too marvelous.
I love her dress. Gosh, the costuming. Absolute kudos to Adrian, the costume designer.
Hello, Mr. Renault, please. This is Millicent Jordan. I don't suppose you'd remember me. Auntie?
She's like, Auntie?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, Billy Burke is just a national treasure.
How do you do, Mrs. Jordan? Dinner? Tonight?
Oh my god, that's her daughter! Wait, so the daughter is with the actor.
I'm afraid that possibly I can't.
He's like, go? What?
I have another engagement, of course, but I might be able to break it.
The sauciness that is put into this film, really cool to watch. I really like that.
I'm awfully jealous of the play. Are you really going to act in it?
Well, my agent's bringing Bauman up here this afternoon. I might as well sign the contract.
He looks like an actor. Like, he looks like what an actor would look like in the 30s.
I love you so.
Where have you been all this time?
Came as quick as I could.
Larry, don't.
Oh, Paula, mind your own
Oh,
business,
is he an
will you?
alcoholic?
Don't talk to me like that.
I'll do as I please.
So that's the concert that she had instead of going shopping with her mom.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of on edge today.
I'm a little jumpy myself. Ernest gets back from abroad this evening. Less than a month ago, I thought I was in love with him.
Wait a second, I just realized. Her mom said in the beginning that she was getting married in a month. Does Ernest know? Or does Ernest still think that she's in love with him? I don't know, but this just got interesting. Oh boy.
I know all the things you've done. I know how many times you've been married.
But I'm still married.
I don't care.
What?
I'm sick of hiding my love for you. Scheming and pretending.
Oh my god. This is so scandalous.
You listen to what I'm telling you.
I won't listen. I love you. Nothing you can say will make any difference. I'm going to tell Mother and Dad in earnest, and I'm going to tell them tonight.
I tell you, you're not.
That's really a mistake. This gives these films so much more of a modern feel when you're depicting people as humans. It's really fun to watch, you know, and I'm really not used to this.
Goodbye.
Pearls in your oysters.
Please think of what I've said.
Paula.
I must, Larry.
How scandalous. Ooh, and she saw him. It's not a good idea to get involved with this man, but she wants to do it.
I got some disappointing
He's
news.
drunk.
I go in to see Bauman this afternoon. He tells me he's got to go south for a month. You can't do a play when you're south.
Oh man, that's sad, bro. He was kind of looking forward to that play.
Turns the play over to Joe Stengel.
Do you mean I'm out?
Who's gonna play the part?
Cecil Bellamy. I never thought that part was so hot for you.
He's trying to talk him out of it. He's a real good talker, this agent of his.
Send up a bellboy to go on an errand. The one who always goes out for me.
He's gonna pawn his expensive things. I feel a little nervous for him because he just lost the big play that he was really looking forward to, and he's also a drinker, and it's just making me very nervous.
Mrs. Packard's on your private wire.
Kitty, would you listen a minute? No, I can't come over. No, of course there's no other woman. Kitty, you're driving me... yes,
She tries to save it, like she wasn't standing there for 5 minutes. Come on.
How are you, dear?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm all right.
Same old thing,
Oh, she's not really sick. I prescribed a sedative, but she doesn't really need anything.
How about an apple a day?
Keeps the doctor away. That was clever. I liked that.
Don't bother, because I know all about it. Don't think I don't mind.
I don't know why you've stayed with me all these years.
Because I'm still in love with you.
It's always been you and I. Now you must believe that.
Wow, what a moment of genuine vulnerability. I love human characters. What a gem. What a gem this scene was.
Here, come right over here and sit down.
Please tell me he's not dead.
How long has this been going on? Have you ever had it before?
No, not exactly like this.
Oh my god. I was like, he didn't just die right there. There must be something wrong with his heart.
I'd like you to come in tomorrow for a more thorough examination.
I may fool you and not come at all tomorrow.
Well, see you later,
Yeah,
Dinner at 8?
I believe so.
Goodbye, Oliver.
Dinner at 8, baby. I love the title drops.
How bad is it?
Really bad.
Coronary artery.
Ooh,
Thrombosis.
ooh.
How long will he live?
A few years, months, days even.
Days? He's gonna die at the dinner party. How much do you want to bet? It just feels like that would be it.
The aspect for the dinner tonight. You see, the butler and the chauffeur were fighting, and I had to get between them. I had to drop it on the floor.
Oh, she dropped the gelatinous English lion on the floor.
5 o'clock. This is terrible. I particularly wanted the aspic. It's so dressy. Send for some crab meat. You can cook it Newburgh. Yes, ma'am. Send Ricky for it at once.
Got 3 hours to make something different. Also, a dinner party at 8? That seems late. Like, that's when I'm leaving the dinner party.
Carlotta wants to talk to you.
Oh, I'll not keep you a minute, Oliver. You won't be cross with Carlotta, will you? Carlotta's
sold her
so
shares.
broke. And I sold my Jordan stock.
I knew it. Oh my God, and that's gonna put more stress on his heart.
Who'd you sell it to?
James K. Baldridge.
Have the Satterley sisters sold their Jordan stock? Well, you sold it this afternoon. Would you mind telling me who bought it?
So she sold it to someone who sold it to someone else. How much you want to bet it's that Packard dude?
I guess I'll be trotting along. I'll see you at dinner. Say goodbye to Millicent for me, won't you?
No, I'll see you to the door, Carlotta.
I really like seeing Lionel Barrymore in this role, because the only other time I've seen him was in It's a Wonderful Life, where he was just like a soulless businessman. But to see him this time with a heart, it's really nice.
Lord Ferncliffe's secretary?
He
But
can't make
you
it to
must
the
be...
dinner party.
They can't go to Florida. They are coming here to dinner. I'm giving
I
it enough
knew
for
it!
them.
Everything that could go wrong is just going wrong. I mean, Murphy's Law, anyone?
I want to talk to you about it. Don't bother me now. For pity's sake, don't bother me now.
Darling, would you
Poor
mind
Billy.
awfully if I didn't go to the theater tonight? I'm feeling pretty rotten.
Are you serious? Look at her face! She's gonna explode.
This is a nice time to say you're feeling rotten. And you whimpering about Ernest. Do you know what's happened to me? The Ferncliffes aren't coming to dinner.
She needs everything to be in order and to be, like, perfect. And when it's not, she just goes crazy.
Oliver Jordan can go and buy himself a little rowboat and start all over again. He'll never know who done it.
What do you think I'm doing while you're out pulling your dirty deals? Waiting for Daddy to come home?
Waiting for Daddy to come home?
Do you mean to tell me that you've been putting it over on me with some other man? I'll find out who it is. Teeny! Teeny!
She don't know.
She don't know nothing.
She don't know.
She's like, I know everything, actually. And you've been a bad boss. Tell him.
Who's been coming to this house?
Huh? I ain't seen nobody.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, you have.
Only the doctor.
No, I don't mean him.
What did I tell you?
They must have had so much fun filming this scene where they could just fire insults back and forth.
You want to go into politics? Well, I know about the crooked deals you bragged about, stealing from Brown, and now this Jordan thing.
You poisonous little rattlesnake, you.
I feel like their insults, there's so much, I don't know, richness in it. She's like, I know the shady dealings you've been in, boss.
Now you're gonna listen to me while I run off at the mouth. You're gonna let that Jordan stock stay right where it is, because if you don't, I'll broadcast the whole rotten deal.
Yep, she has leverage. She's like, you can't divorce me. I got stuff on you. I got dirt on you.
Look, it just fits me. You got so many bracelets.
What are you driving at?
Only I thought with you having so many, maybe you might want to give me one.
Oh, she's gonna blackmail her. Mm-hmm. She's like, because I know what you've been doing with the doctor, okay?
Larry, I brought up Mr. Stengel.
She wanted to know if I'd be willing to portray the beachcomber in this thing.
I'm not going on and play second fiddle to any cheap English ham.
Oh, I feel like he's still kind of coming off of the earlier in the day.
Joe, he doesn't mean
Yes,
it.
I do.
I wouldn't
Too
be
late.
on your rotten show, not Larry or no.
Hi, Larry.
You know why? Because I'm an important artist.
He's a producer that could have given you a job and money, and you just blew it, pal. You blew it.
You cockeyed, drunken fool. You think I told you all the things that I tried? No! I felt too sorry for you. You're through, Renault.
Wow, way to rub salt in his wound. Like, let's just kick the guy who's already down. Oh, yeah, that hurt. I know. It tore right into his soul.
We find ourselves in a very awkward predicament.
They're
We've just
going
had
to throw him out.
communication from some very old clients of ours. They've always occupied this particular suite. They're coming
Oh my
in tomorrow.
God. So not only did he just lose his career and his chance at redemption for his career, he also just lost the place where he's going to stay. And by the sound of it, he doesn't have money to go somewhere else. So he's really just hit rock bottom at this point. Please don't. Please don't hurt yourself, sir. Please don't. You still have Paula. Paula still loves you. Oh my God, he's locking the door. No, you're not going to do it. Look at Paula. Look at Paula. He's ripping her picture up. Oh, it's a done deal. And this is also the pre-code, so anything could happen. He could actually kill himself, and no one will be there to help him. It is not that bad, sir. No. No. Somebody come to his rescue, please. No. And here I'm sitting here thinking someone's going to open the door and help him, but nah. They're like, we are riding this all the way out. Wow. Okay, Jean, I see you with the shimmering silver dress.
Do you mean to say that Ferncliff won't be here?
Yes, isn't it terrible?
It's like, do it again. I dare you.
It's so wonderful to have nothing to do, just to lie all day in the sun.
You know, my skin's terribly delicate, and I don't dare expose it.
She shows the back of her dress. It's funny.
And then I had a little time, so I went to Budapest. Say, there's a place we've got to go on our honeymoon.
While you've been away, there's something.
She's like, I don't want you, actually, Ernest. Okay, but look at Ernest, okay? He's young, he's handsome.
Why haven't you been to see me, Paula? I'm at the Versailles. You know, I'm on the 8th floor. Curiously enough, just down the hall from...
Larry Renault. Oh, she knows. I forgot that she saw them together. Yes, she has. Yes.
I'm not ashamed. Go ahead, tell Mother. I'm going to tell her myself. What could you possibly say that could keep me from going to him?
Simply that he's killed himself.
Oh, there's a lot of, like, dramatic moments in this comedy, if you will.
Don't. Paula, listen.
I wonder what's keeping Oliver.
Will you please come upstairs? Mr. Jordan isn't feeling well.
Oh, my God. How many characters are we going to lose in this movie? My goodness.
I don't want to see anybody. I can't ever love another man.
If you should.
You will.
You know, someone like Ernest. He won't want to know anything about your past as long as you keep it in the past.
Gosh, for an uplifting dinner party, this is really dull and morbid.
I had to tell her, Oliver.
Why didn't you tell?
Did. The thing that's troubling me most, Millie, I'm afraid the Jordan line is gone. We're broke.
Oh, like the money. I just want everyone to be okay. I'm stressing out. Was not expecting this at all.
We'll economize. That's what we'll do. I really don't have to take a box for that charity thing Saturday night. And I'll cancel my hairdressers tomorrow. You leave everything to me.
It really does show her strength as a character, that she doesn't tremble or fear or worry in the face of hardship. She's like, it's okay. We'll economize. Don't even worry about it. Everyone's broke. It's 1933, for crying out loud. It adds depth to her character.
Go on and tell him.
Shut up.
If you don't, you'll be sorry as long as you live.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
How do you do, Mrs. Packard?
Oh, glad to see you, I'm sure.
Well, Oliver, how are you?
I love, they're my favorite couple, because they're so fake.
You're not gonna tell him?
Oh. Oh!
Mr. Jordan, I've got...
I'll tell him.
Dan never will let me talk to anyone that's attractive.
I love how all these people are so seemingly, like, perfect on the surface. With the light chatter, and deep down they're all having their own problems.
A dirty crook by the name of Baldridge tried to pull a fast one. We headed him off.
I was reading a book the other day that the guy says that machinery is going to take the place of every profession.
Oh, she's not far off. She's not far off at all. You read?
I want to sit next to Oliver. Oliver, where I am.
Oh, how lovely. And we don't actually see the dinner, but lovely. I'm a little sad, though, that man's suicide was like not, it was kind of glossed over a little, maybe not glossed over, but that was a really serious topic to kind of play with in a movie, and it just kind of like was like, yep, he offed himself, there was like a little bit of grief, and we moved on from it. Very interesting. Yeah, that was really good. I think the thing that I loved most about it was the elements of like the deeper themes of like infidelity and obviously the self-harm, the fact that it was even in this film, and the way that it was kind of integrated into this film. My favorite scene would have had to have been when the doctor's wife was like, I know that you're, fooling around with other women, yet I still choose to be with you and stand by you. There was just so much vulnerability in that moment. For her to first confront her husband, but then also to be like, but I still love you and I still want to be with you. I think that was probably a highlight of the film for me. One thing that I didn't really like about the film was the fact that it was very stagey and the scenes kind of carried on. Although there were certain scenes that I liked the fact that they carried on. I liked the fact that they kind of had more to them, especially with Larry Renault's scene. I think seeing him kind of descend into that mindset was very necessary. But there were other scenes that I felt like could have probably been like tied up a little bit quicker. But, that's just a personal preference when it comes to movies. But overall, I really liked it. I think I would give that one, like an 8 out of 10. I think that was really good. Guys, thank you so much for watching it with me. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. As always, if you liked it as much as I did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to become an official member of the Tiffany Club, then I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to stay in the loop. If you would like to see this film's full reaction, it is up on Patreon, available exclusively to our Golden Oscar patrons. If you have a recommendation for any classic Hollywood films, go ahead and check out our recommendation form. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe and healthy out there, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye, everyone. Cooker, not Kakor. Why do I say Kakor? Written by George S. Kaufman and Edna. Wow, I feel like I'm messing up. I'm really nervous and I don't know why. It looks like Kakor or Q-Kor, but it's Cooker or Cuker. I don't know. I'm gonna say Cooker. The successful wave. If I'm wrong, I'm sure you guys will tell me that I'm wrong. Okay. But he was so determined to get... So in order to execute this project effectively, woo, that was strong. Why can't I say what I'm trying to say? It's in here. It just doesn't want to come out, okay? We're gonna try again. It's just talking in circles. I don't like the way that that's worded. Let's try that. Let me try that again. The power of David O. Selznick. David O. Selznick producing power. Now, while it garnered no... It's hard to say that. Go ahead and check out our recommendation form. Why did I say it like that? Cool. Bye.